Towering over the River Thames, Big Ben stands as the heartbeat of British identity, its chimes echoing through centuries of history. Just below, hidden beneath the streets of Westminster, the cabinet war rooms hold the secrets of a nation at war. Beside them, the majestic Palace of Westminster and the timeless Westminster Abbey weave a tapestry of governance, resilience, and faith. Guys, join us as we uncover the stories behind these iconic landmarks and symbols of Britain's legacy, ingenuity, and determination. Big Ben. The name alone conjures up images. A magnificent clock tower, a symbol of London, a beacon of history and culture. But Big Ben is more than just a landmark. It's a testament to the passage of time. It's a living, breathing piece of history, a marvel of engineering and design. For centuries, this iconic tower has stood watch over London, witnessing countless events and changes. Its clock face, a familiar sight, a symbol of reliability and precision. Its chimes, a comforting sound, echoing through the streets, marking the passage of each hour. Big Ben is a steadfast presence, unyielding through storms and sunshine alike. It has witnessed the city's evolution, from horse-drawn carriages to bustling modern traffic, from Victorian London to the modern metropolis of today, a silent observer of progress. But how did this celebrated landmark come to be? What inspired its creation? What stories do its ancient stones hold? What secrets are etched in its walls? Guys, our story begins in 1834, a year that would change London forever. A great fire raged through the Palace of Westminster, lighting up the night sky. The flames devoured the old Houses of Parliament, leaving nothing but ruins and ashes. From the ashes, a new vision arose, one that would redefine the city's landscape. Plans for a grander, more impressive palace were set in motion, capturing the imagination of the nation. This new palace needed a clock tower, a beacon of time and progress, a symbol of the nation's strength and resilience, standing tall through the ages. The commission was awarded to renowned architect Charles Barry. His design was breathtaking, a true work of art, a neo-Gothic masterpiece that would dominate the London skyline, becoming an iconic symbol of the city. Constructing Big Ben was no easy feat. It was a monumental undertaking. The tower, designed by Augustus Pugin, soared over 300 feet. It demanded innovative engineering and skilled craftsmanship. One of the biggest challenges was the clock itself. It had to be accurate. It had to be reliable. Enter clockmaker Edward John Dent. He faced numerous hurdles designing the intricate mechanism. The clock's construction was a race against time. The anatomy of an icon. Big Ben is a marvel of Victorian engineering. The clock tower stands at an impressive 315 feet. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty. The clock faces are massive. Each one measures 23 feet in diameter. The clock hands are works of art in themselves. The hour hand, made of cast iron, stretches over 9 feet long. The copper minute hand is nearly 14 feet long. Big Ben through time. Big Ben has become an integral part of London's identity, symbolizing the city's rich history and cultural heritage. Over the years, it has witnessed some of the city's most historic moments, standing tall through the passage of time. During World War II, its chimes boosted morale, providing a sense of normalcy and hope amidst the chaos. It served as a beacon of hope during the Blitz, a symbol of resilience and endurance for the people of London. The clock tower has also undergone its share of transformations, adapting to the needs of each era. Renovations and restorations have been necessary to preserve its grandeur, ensuring it remains a timeless icon. In recent years, a major conservation project was undertaken to address wear and tear from centuries of exposure. This ensured that Big Ben would continue to stand the test of time, remaining a beloved landmark for future generations. Big Ben's enduring legacy. Big Ben's tale is far from over. It continues to inspire awe and wonder. Millions of visitors flock to see it each year. Its image is instantly recognizable around the world. More than just a clock tower, Big Ben embodies London's spirit. It represents resilience, history, and enduring hope. Long may its chimes ring out, reminding us of the passage of time and the enduring power of this iconic landmark. The sound of history. Big Ben's chimes are more than just the marking of hours. They are the heartbeat of London. Each quarter hour, the bells sing a timeless melody known as the Westminster Quarters, a tune that has echoed through the ages. The Great Bell, weighing over 13 tons, has become a voice of the nation, its resonant sound carrying messages of celebration and remembrance. Whether heralding the new year or commemorating solemn events, Big Ben's chimes unite people across the globe. The meticulous process of maintaining this iconic sound is an art in itself. Skilled horologists and engineers work tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that each strike is precise, each note perfect. In a world that changes so rapidly, Big Ben's chimes offer a reassuring constancy, a reminder of the enduring nature of time and tradition. As we listen to these historic bells, we are connected to generations past and future, bound by the rhythm of time that Big Ben so majestically keeps. Hidden beneath the streets of Westminster lies one of Britain's greatest wartime secrets, the Cabinet War Rooms. This underground bunker was the nerve center of Winston Churchill's leadership during World War II, a place where history was made. As tensions in Europe rose in the late 1930s, preparations began for a secure, bomb-proof location for Britain's government to operate during potential air raids. By 1938, the Cabinet War Rooms were constructed, deep below Whitehall, designed to withstand the Blitz and keep Britain's leadership safe. The war rooms were meticulously designed for function and security. Let's take a closer look. The Cabinet Room, where Winston Churchill and his cabinet gathered to make critical decisions. These rooms still echo with the debates and strategies that shaped the war. The Map Room, a hive of activity, staffed 24/7. Massive maps displayed troop movements, enemy positions, and the global theater of war. Every pin placed here marked a pivotal moment in history. Living quarters, Churchill's personal space included a modest bedroom and a broadcasting room, where he delivered some of his most stirring speeches to the nation and the world. Winston Churchill's first visit to the war rooms was on May 26, 1940, shortly after becoming Prime Minister. This underground sanctuary became the heart of his leadership. From here, he orchestrated Britain's defense during the Battle of Britain, declared resistance against Nazi aggression, and planned the Allied invasion of Normandy, better known as D-Day. It was in these rooms that Churchill's famous words echoed, "We shall never surrender." These speeches, crafted and rehearsed in the war rooms, inspired a nation to stand firm against the darkness of war. The Cabinet War Rooms were not just a safe haven, they were the brain of Britain's war effort. Here's what made them extraordinary. It was the strategic command center where decisions affecting every corner of the Allied war effort were made. The Map Room provided up-to-the-minute intelligence, ensuring swift responses to wartime challenges. There was a concealed exit from the war rooms to St. James's Park, which was intended as an emergency escape route for Churchill and other key personnel. The exact details of this escape route were kept secret during the war. Staff working in the war rooms nicknamed the space the Hole due to its cramped and windowless environment. Many worked there for long hours, sometimes without seeing daylight for days, adding to the mystique and psychological toll of the location. Though most code-breaking efforts were conducted at Bletchley Park, some top-secret code-breaking also took place in the Cabinet War Rooms, particularly in coordination with military operations. Over the years, staff and visitors have reported strange sounds and an eerie atmosphere, attributing them to the intense emotions and stress of the war that once filled the rooms. Some even claim to have felt Churchill's presence. The war rooms housed secure communication lines, including Churchill's hotline to U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, solidifying the Allied partnership. Many of the activities that took place in the Cabinet War Rooms remained classified for decades after the war. As documents were gradually declassified, historians uncovered the extraordinary role the war rooms played in pivotal decisions, adding layers to its intrigue. After the war rooms were abandoned, but they remained frozen in time, untouched, waiting to tell their story. Rediscovered in the 1970s, they were transformed into a museum in 1984, preserving this vital piece of history for future generations. Visitors can now walk through history, seeing the very maps and tools used to guide Britain through its darkest days. The Map Room, for instance, remains exactly as it was on the day the lights were turned off in 1945. The Cabinet War Rooms are more than a museum. They are a testament to Britain's resilience and the unwavering leadership of Winston Churchill. They remind us of a time when the fate of the free world depended on decisions made in these very rooms. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Welcome to the heart of British history, where democracy and tradition meet. Today, we take you on an extraordinary journey to explore two of the most iconic landmarks in the world. The Palace of Westminster, home to the UK Parliament, and Westminster Abbey, a treasure trove of history, royalty, and spirituality. The story of the Palace of Westminster begins in the 11th century, when it served as a royal residence for Edward the Confessor. Over time, it evolved into the center of political life in Britain. A devastating fire in 1834 reshaped its destiny, giving rise to the majestic Gothic revival structure we see today, designed by Sir Charles Barry and Augustus Pugin. Standing tall beside the Thames, the palace is more than a building. It's the beating heart of British democracy. Its iconic Big Ben, officially named the Elizabeth Tower, has become a global symbol of governance. The palace houses two key chambers: the House of Commons, where elected members of Parliament debate and decide on laws, and the House of Lords, a chamber of tradition and expertise. Its oldest section, Westminster Hall, has stood since 1097, witnessing royal ceremonies, great trials, and state occasions. From fiery wartime speeches by Winston Churchill to debates shaping modern democracy, the palace has been at the center of pivotal moments in history. Just steps away lies Westminster Abbey, a stunning Gothic masterpiece built in the 11th century by Edward the Confessor. For nearly 1,000 years, it has been the site of every British coronation, beginning with William the Conqueror in 1066. From the crowning of monarchs to royal weddings like that of Prince William and Kate Middleton, Westminster Abbey has been the backdrop for Britain's most significant moments. Westminster Abbey is also a resting place for some of the world's greatest minds and cultural icons. Scientists like Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin, alongside literary legends from Geoffrey Chaucer to Charles Dickens, rest here. It is not just a place of worship, but a shrine to Britain's intellectual and artistic heritage. Together, the Palace of Westminster and Westminster Abbey symbolize the intertwined legacies of governance and spirituality. They stand as monuments to Britain's resilience, tradition, and evolution, a testament to how history shapes the future. These landmarks are more than architectural wonders. They are living embodiments of history and democracy. From royal coronations to debates shaping the world, they represent the spirit of a nation. And that brings us to the end of our journey through some of Britain's most iconic landmarks. From the timeless chimes of Big Ben to the resilience of the Cabinet War Rooms and the grandeur of Westminster's halls, these sites remind us of a rich history that continues to inspire. Which part of this story resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to join us next time as we uncover yet another wonder of the world. Until then, keep exploring and stay curious.